particular one with the scaly skin, I want you to ask Archangel Michael, do they have a name? So you can associate with for later. And very good. Long, slow, deep breath. Receive his message. There you go. Nice.
It almost sounds like Octarian or something like that.
Okay, Arcturian. Are you familiar with Arcturians at all?
Not really.
Okay, very good. Actually, could you ask one of the Arcturian council members to come forward, please? Just for a brief communication.
It's kind of scary.
I'm sorry?
He's a little scary, intimidating.
That's okay. You're in the presence of Archangel Michael. You see him standing there with that big sword?
Yeah.
No fear whatsoever. And I'm sure this is a positive being. I want you to just send love to the being and feel what comes back to you.
He has a
nice,
really deep voice.
Very good. And I would like you to speak loud and clear. What is his message for you?
He says that they like how I can help raise the vibration with beauty and love.
Is that what the focus of these Arcturian are? Or this particular Arcturian council?
They're a subset of the main council, he says.
Very good. And so the main council would be... like the Arcturian High Council?
Yes. The council I help with is smaller, more specific on love.
Oh, beautiful. Well, if anything you'd want to be involved in, that would be the one. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. I'd like you to thank him very much for coming forward. Can you imagine? I'd like you to look at yourself and see yourself while you were in that form. And look at your hands. What do your fingers look like?
Like they're really long and skinny. Almost like, oh, weird.
How many fingers?
I think there's 7. They're really...
7 on one hand?
Yes, and they're really long.
So 7 on one hand and 7 on the other. 14.
They're really long and skinny.
And what about your body? How tall are you?
I'm tall, but not as big as him.
Oh, very good. And I want you, there's a reflection over to your right, almost like a mirror. I just want you to look at yourself in this form and tell me, what does your head and your face look like? Please.
It's elongated. It's very high in the back.
Your skull?
Yes.
Does it sort of remind you of those Egyptian hieroglyphs like the Anunnaki?
Yes.
And what about your facial features?
It's like a narrow chin. But my skin is not. It's not. It's not like a human color.
What color is it?
It's like greenish, bluish. It's like
still beautiful?
Different.
Excellent. Excellent. I want you to go ahead and focus back on the council member. Was he the head of the council there, of the smaller group there?
The assistant.
Oh, the assistant. I'd like you to just thank him for coming forward and let him know you're very great. You have a lot of gratitude.
Thank you.
Very good. And he'll just sort of step back. And what about the other two councils that you're involved with? I know you're with the Arcturian Council, a subset of that, the Angelic Choir Council, and there's two other councils that you're involved with.
The Blue Planet.
The Blue Planet, yes. And may one of the council members, or even one of the council members, come forward to communicate with you then?
She's female.
It's a female. Very nice. And how does she look? What is...
Oh, funny. She kind of reminds me of Star Wars. She's blue. She has like two, I don't know what they are, almost like an octopus legs, but like up on her head there's like two of them.
Amazing. She has a message for you.
She touches my forehead.
What happens then? Is there a reminder? Do you get images? Or remembrance? Long, slow, deep breath, inhale. And slowly release. And what happens when she touches you?
Just a lot of love. A lot of love.
And who is this particular blue entity? What's the name of... Do they have a name?
It's almost like she's saying mama something.
I want you to turn toward Archangel Michael and just ask him, how's your body doing?
I think I need to take a break.
And I want you to see Archangel Michael still standing there with those big wide shoulders.
Yes.
And that sword. Now look at the sword. The sword looks like the sword in the middle of the planet, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's big.
Is it a diamond sword, a big blue diamond sword?
Yes.
And how does that blue flame and that violet flame look swirling around it?
It's amazing.
Had you not noticed that before?
No, I didn't notice, but yeah, it's definitely not earthly.
Beautiful. And I have a question. When he spoke to you, did he refer to you as Dear One?
Yes.
I kept hearing it, and you never said it, and I was like, is he calling you Dear One?
Yes. He uses that term when I do readings for others, too.
So was I making that up by saying that he was saying Dear One, or...
No.
I mean, I know I heard it, and I was like, she's not saying that. That's why I asked, did he say that?
Yes, he does.
Okay, very good. And I want you to just focus on him, and I want you to look over. Do you still see the window?
Yes.
I want you to walk over to the window, and I want you to look through it now and tell me what's on the other side of that window.
There's grass with flowers. bright, vibrant color. And the flowers sing.
Beautiful. And you know, the chorus, we were speaking to that the choir of angels, the council of angel choir.
Mm-hmm.
Who was that? Could you say that again? Who that was? There was a council. They called it the choir, a choir of angels. I guess they consider themselves a council as well.
It's like a choir. Um, so what?
Is that where your messages are coming from for the people you work with?
Yeah.
I'm curious.
Yes, they show me like this string that's attached from me to them.
Oh, so you're like a phone line.
Yes.
And then every time someone comes forward to have a session with you,
yes,
the answers
and
are given via the choir.
They speak as a collective, but sometimes sometimes one will step forward to speak for specific messages.
Okay, very good. And we wanted to ask about Larry. Maybe the angels in this choir could tell you. What is the purpose, you and Larry's purpose? Because obviously, you know, even Hank knew that down the line, Hank Sisk, not me, knew that you were going to connect with Larry way back when.
Yes.
And he sort of stepped aside to make sure that happened, which is a very noble thing to do, even though he had a desire to take you with him. What is the important purpose for you and Larry to be together?
It's funny, I see fire and ice. Huh.
Excellent. And once again, you know how I am. I'd like you to either ask the choir or to ask Archangel Michael and let them tell you. You don't have to do any work here today. You just get to be the telephone line. What messages are you receiving about Larry and you and your purpose? Take a long, slow, deep breath and feel the relaxation moving through your body. You are getting sleepier and sleepier and sleepier. You are going deeper and deeper and deeper. The sounds in the room are starting to fade. A loving connection is being made. Feel all tensions flow right out. Flow right out. Release all fear. Release all doubt. Feel the flow of love coming into this place, moving you deeper and deeper into a secure, sacred place. You are comfortable, safe, and protected. You are honored, acknowledged, and reflected. Feel a beautiful wind coming up under you, picking you up and carrying you through a beautiful portal of beautiful white light, and it carries you to the perfect site. And as you land, there's a beautiful door. Beyond that door, There's a little bit more. And as you land, I want you to tell me, what does this door look like?
It's the same door. The
Oh,
light.
very good. This particular door has an entity that is totally tied with earthly affairs, totally tied to personal earthly affairs. And it is an angel, but he's all business. It may be a she, it may be even androgynous. But I want you to tell me, which way does the door open as the door opens now?
It actually opens in towards me.
Oh, very good. So they're going to come out, and if you look over to the side, there's a sort of rather business-looking chair, 2 chairs, and a small table in the middle. Who comes out first of all?
Shamuel.
Jamuel, very good. And I want you to welcome Jamuel. And let's go ahead and let's take a seat. Can you see where you can both sit?
Yes.
And I think if you put your hands up on the table, he'll probably take your hands in his hands. Does that happen?
Yes.
Very good. And I want you to first of all receive the message. There's always a message.
It says, very much loved, dear one, and trust yourself.
And trust yourself, is that correct?
Yes.
Oh, very good. And I want you to send him gratitude for taking this appointment, so to speak. You and Larry own a mine that you had a desire to sell. And you had a desire to know if it would sell before the year ended.
It says it could.
Is there anything that you two are possibly doing to hold back on the sale? Is there some type of connection, like you love the ground so much, or is Larry so connected to it that he's not really totally committed with his heart and soul? His mind says yes, sell, but is there anything holding you back, either of you, from letting that happen?
Memories, dreams, hopes and dreams.
So what is the best way to get beyond that? If you sell it to the right person who will honor your respect for the place?
Yes. Important for Larry to visit.
Ask him, is it in your best interest to sell or to let go of? Or are you letting go of it out of fear, thinking that you need that money?
The sell helps many.
Repeat that again, loud and clear.
The sell helps many.
So it does help. So it's in your best interest to do so?
Yes.
Do you think you would end up selling it to someone that you know or already know?
They're distant to someone we know.
Oh, very good. And with the proceeds from that or the profit, do you think that you're to open up a spiritual center? Is that in the cards for you to open up a spiritual center?
Am I supposed to open a spiritual center? Yes, in 3 years.
3 years. Very good. And is this the people who you were saying that would be helped by the sale?
Some of them.
Okay, understood. Could you elaborate on how the people will be helped? Is that important?
It will release Larry.
Oh, very good. And that is a good thing?
Yes.
Excellent. And the ayahuasca retreat. Should your spiritual center be an ayahuasca retreat? Or is that just something that you two should experience?
Yes, but not yet.
Yes, but not yet. That you two should experience it?
Yes.
But not yet? Oh, very good. And what about in terms of opening an ayahuasca retreat? Is that a good idea, or the spiritual center, would they be one and the same or something different?
It would be an invite to bring on occasion to have ayahuasca available on occasion at the spiritual center.
Oh, very good. And in terms of shaman, somehow of late you two have been really drawn toward either becoming shaman yourself, or what is that pull? What is that connection that you have with the shaman?
That is for Larry.
That he would become one?
He's to study.
Ah, very good. And you're going to lead him down the path. He's going to be led down the perfect path to make that happen?
Yes.
Very good.
He's to study. I've done that before in another life. But they want me more to focus on the angelic realm.
As a spokesperson and a channeler of their love and information?
Yes.
Oh, very good. But you two doing what you do together will be very harmonious, will it not?
Yes, we will work together. And it shows different people come forward that need a little of both, but gravitate to one or the other of us.
Oh, very good. Diversity is good. Well, it's good in terms of some people are drawn to different things, and you already stated that. You know, in your family, the family members that you have, are any of them in the same pod? 2 days ago, you did a session like this with Hank, and you saw you and Hank in pods, and Hank said, you guys were peas of a pod.
Yes.
What is a pod, or what does a pod represent for you? He'll tell you.
There are multiple pods that we're all connected. There's it's almost like these little bubbles all the way around, and we're all connected to the higher source.
Okay. And are any of your family members from that pod? Or just yourself?
Can you show me?
And when I say your family, I mean your daughters, your daughter-in-laws, Larry, your immediate family.
My littlest sister.
Your youngest sister. Very good.
Yes.
What's her focus in that pod? What does she? How does she? What is this pod of people? Are these all still the fingers of God?
Yes.
And what's your sister's responsibility or her gift or her designation? Your younger sister, your littlest sister.
It's something to do with sound.
Like the different sounds that the animals make, like bees and crickets and that type of thing. They'll be specific. Yeah. They'll ask that. They'll tell you
about the animals.
The sounds that the birds make.
No.
Okay.
It's like the wind and the ocean and the stuff you can't see, but you can hear it.
Oh, very good. So does the sound? Ask your younger sister. Maybe her energy will come forward, and ask her: does the sound of the wind, the invisible wind, have an effect on, we'll say, humanity?
Yes, it increases the faith that God is there.
Because you can't see it, but yet you know there's something there.
Yes.
Because the wind howls, is that correct?
Yes, and you feel it, and you hear it.
Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. And what is the best way for you to help your daughters? Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Your biological daughters and your stepdaughters. Please.
My daughter, my biological daughter,
you're really concerned about, just being the best mom, the best example that you could possibly be for them. And so you had a desire for any beautiful advice, loving advice.
It's like helping her to stand on her 2 feet. How do I do that?
And Stacie, when you asked me to get this answer for you, what were you thinking in terms of how you could help your daughters? And I want you to present that question to this guardian angel in that way.
Okay.
Are they still holding your hands?
Yes.
It's very nice, huh?
Yes. It's so sometimes I have to step back. And I am doing what I'm supposed to do.
Because they have free will and they also have life plans,
Yes.
and you have to have faith in the divine plan. They're safe and protected.
Yes.
Does that help you to understand that?
Yes.
Very good. Very, very good. There's really one last thing that Stacie had a desire to actually visit the future and ask, is she willing, are they willing to give you a glimpse of the future? Maybe 20 beyond the ascension of the earth, when we've shifted into the fifth dimension.
Okay.
Are they willing to guide you?
Yes.
Ah, very good. And have you both stood?
Yes.
And I want you to go ahead and keep holding hands. And tell me, how are you getting there? Is there a portal opening up, or what's going on?
We just went straight forward.
Oh,
Flying.
good. And you're going to be there in a count of 5, 4, 3, halfway there, 2, almost there, and 1. Where have you been brought? Where are you now? Ask, what year is it?
What year is it? 2044.
2044. And I want you to look at yourself. What do you look like in 2044? Always look at your hands first.
I think I'm pretty old.
Are you glowing?
Yeah. I think I'm still a light being.
You're a light. Are you a light being?
I think I am.
Did your hands all of a sudden start looking young again?
Yes.
Did you think just because you went forward in time, that you would get old, and automatically you just felt you'd be old?
Yes.
I knew that. But you're not old at all, are you?
No.
You have some years on you, but you're still looking pretty good, feeling pretty good, huh?
Funny.
Awesome. And I want you to just look around. Where are you? What are you standing on, first of all?
It's like a marble floor. Like it's white. Like stone.
Beautiful. What are you wearing?
All white. A gown.
Excellent. And just look around the space that you're in, and go ahead and, as this jet passes by, and tell me, where you're at? Just describe the place, the space you're in. Long, slow, deep breath, inhale. Slowly release.
It's the spiritual center.
Your spiritual center?
Yeah.
Nice. What do the ceilings look like? I can see them, but I want you to tell me.
like a dome.
Ah, yes, they're arched, aren't they? Very good. And go ahead, and it's good to know that you've been doing good, obviously. And
Really
are there people there?
in the other room. It's full.
And what's taking place in the other room?
Singing.
Oh, nice. Sounds beautiful. What? Can you hear the song? Can you hear it?
I can hear the song. I can't hear the words.
Could you hum the melody, please?
It's very beautiful.
Excellent. Excellent. I caught it. I hear. Very good. Very good. So you've done well. And what about your kids, your children, your grandchildren? I know they're there somewhere. I want you to just focus on them, and you'll see them where they are.
Yeah, they're
Very nice. And what are they doing?
helping, helping with the center.
Are they adults?
He's grown. Yeah.
Beautiful, huh?
Yeah.
You have any grandchildren there as well?
That is my grandchild.
Ah, very good. Male, female?
He's male that I have now, but there's also another one, female.
Do you have any of these grandchildren yet in your expression as
Yes,
Stacie?
just one so far, the male.
How does he look?
Very handsome.
Good guy too, huh?
Yeah.
What about them? You guys are all fifth dimensional. Is he glowing as well?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, let's go outside. I want you to tell me, what does it look like outside? I've heard tell, but I'd love for you to tell me.
The colors are more vivid. The sky is so blue. Bluer than now.
What about, do you have a garden there? I want you to go to where the gardens are.
There's roses everywhere.
Where is Larry at?
He has a gown on.
Excellent.
He's talking to
What's
people.
he doing?
Talking to people. Anointing someone.
So he's sort of looking rather shamanistic, huh?
Yes.
I just made that word up. I don't know if it's just a real word.
Yes. There's a line of people waiting to see him.
Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Is there any technology around you at all?
The center is very simple.
Mm-hmm. And what about in the air? Do you see anything flying or anything like that? Like any type of transportation? Just curious.
Well, it almost looks like where the vehicles to get there.
I apologize.
That's okay.
A big plane flew over here. What did you see?
The vehicles that they use to get there,
Uh-huh.
they don't appear to touch the ground.
Oh, they're hovering.
But there's nobody in them. They're just sitting there, but they don't appear to touch the ground.
Wow, would you like to take a ride in one?
Okay.
Well, let's just go ahead and get in, and I don't know where you are. You're probably somewhere in the country, huh?
Yes, we're away from buildings.
Ah, very good. Would you like to be adventurous?
Sure.
Okay. Once you get inside, and there is no driver, you could probably just tell it where you desire to go. Is that maybe?
Yes.
Where else would you want to go? Let's say New York City. Just say New York City and see what happens.
New York City?
Does it start to move?
Yeah, we just went straight up.
Oh, wow. And tell me when you get there.
We're already there.
Wow. How do you think how did it get there? You say it went straight up, and then did it come back down and you were there, or?
It was like we just appeared there. We just went up, and then it just like opened up something, and we were there.
Oh, very good. I'm wondering if that was my suggestion that got you there that way, or?
Yeah, I'm not sure. It almost was like a camera lens opened, and we were there.
Beautiful. 2044. And what does New York City look like just while you're there?
Still busy.
It's not busy?
It is busy. Still busy.
Oh, okay.
A lot of people, but it doesn't feel as rushed. It feels slower.
Excellent.
And it doesn't
Sense
have
happiness.
Yeah, not the anger and the intensity.
Hustle and bustle and grind.
Yeah, it feels slower and happier.
And I know you guys were wearing robes, and maybe those at the center. What are people wearing, just out of curiosity?
It's like a lot of people have like white pants, but they're loose like linen.
Mm-hmm.
And loose shirts, kind of a similar style to the shirt I have on. Nothing's real tight.
Very comfortable, huh?
Yeah, more relaxed.
Is the majority of people wearing white, or are there colors? Anyone wearing colors?
There's colors. Like earth tones.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and just go back to the spiritual center. And this time, I want to just say I want you to say spiritual center, and I'm not gonna say anything. I want to see how you get there.
Spiritual center, please. It's almost telepathic, or I don't know what you call that. Like I just traveled with my mind.
Within the vehicle?
I think I didn't even need the vehicle.
Ah, very good. You teleported.
Yeah, teleported, that's it.
Oh, very good. Very, very good. So your fifth dimensional abilities are totally on at this point, huh?
Yes.
How does that make you feel?
I'm able to talk to all of the people there at the same time, but not talking. That's pretty awesome.
Perfect. Very good. Most excellent. Are you ready to, you have all of your answers to every question that you ask.
Who's president in 1924?
How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel good.